Hi, everybody, and welcome back to our little Wildemount campaign. Some announcements before we begin. Thank you for those of those who are still listening and downloading the podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hopefully, no more hiccups in terms of schedule stuff as well, since, the cottage season is all but over with, and I will probably not be going back to the cottage anymore this year, unless I go around Canadian Thanksgiving, but who knows? Fuck that holiday in general. So, yeah, just some announcements. Still no Soldiers of the Lich Queen on Sundays. We are still in our season break. We are working on getting something to happen on Sundays in the downtime for that campaign, but I don't really know if anything is going to happen at this rate. So it most likely will just end up being a 2-month break for the 5:15 p.m. slot on Sundays. But this Sunday we are back with Call of Cthulhu, diving into yet another case. If you want to watch a Call of Cthulhu session inspired off of Ghost Ship and well, yeah, basically in Call of Cthulhu they're going on a luxury liner, and I'm really excited to run like a luxury liner spooky horror Call of Cthulhu game in like the 1900s, because Titanic, I guess. But it's gonna be exciting. If you've been watching our Call of Cthulhu game, thank you so much. The support helps immensely, and I've noticed I've been having way more fun running Call of Cthulhu than I ever have running Dungeons and Dragons. Call of Cthulhu just has this weird, like, I don't know. It's just really fun, and I really like it. And
it's like there are less rules.
oh yeah, not having to manage like 9,000 rules at once makes it so much easier. And it's always fun to see your players actually get scared. Like, sorry, Kirkland, but seeing you get scared makes me just want to keep doing it. So if you haven't watched a Call of Cthulhu game, it's Sundays at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's a lot of fun, and we're only 2 episodes in, so easy to catch up on. And yeah, this Sunday will be our 3rd episode. And that is set in 1920s England. And they just dealt with Spring Heel Jack. Let's see, what else? Also, really, realistically, right now, our only main day of programming for content is Wednesday. Because Thursdays we're on a break. Also, until the 24th of September is when we'll start our next campaign in that slot. Shadows over Ravenloft has been done for almost a month now, which is crazy to think about. And instead of that, once that's all sorted out and we have cast, because we're doing interviews right now, but once we've finalized the whole cast for our next game on Thursday nights, that'll be 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursdays, and we'll be running through the new D&D adventure that comes out next week, and that is Rime of the Frost Maiden. And it is a horror adventure set in Icewind Dale, and I am very excited. Just really excited to run through it. So stay tuned for that, and that'll be Thursdays at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time. And then who knows what happens after that. That's really it for announcements. A lot of lull in content right now, but that's just because of scheduling. And, Soldiers of the Lich Queen, again, is on a season break. So that'll be coming back hopefully in November, fingers crossed. I'm not 100% sure, but that's the plan, I hope. Yeah, that's it. Also, still working on stuff for the charity stuff that I mentioned to continuously raise funds for the Bale Project and the Trevor Project, but that is more of a work in progress because I have been extremely busy lately, specifically for the month of September, because I haven't been home much, and we're already like 10 days into September. Anyways, last we left off, you all arrived at the Amber Crossroads and hung out. Saw some games that you could play, saw some other like attractions that could catch the eye. Mainly just merchant stalls though, and stuff you could buy, and merchants selling their wares, and food stalls, and a lot of cool stuff. And you all sort of just spent the time doing your own thing at the Amber Crossroads. But Gravel went to be a little sneaky at the Ember Crossroads and maybe steal some things or watch people. Who knew? Who knows, really? But during this whole sort of time break, even spent at the Ember Crossroads, Gravel caught the attention, or rather, saw some individuals, overheard them talking about stealing something, and watched this elderly man kind of stumble, but as he stumbled, pickpocketed someone with relative ease. So Gravel became curious and discovered that these two individuals were in disguise and were actually acquaintances of Vox, the half-green dragon assassin the party had met earlier when they were tasked to take out this strange giant named Ogrok. They mentioned to Gravel that they knew him, or assumed that they knew him, and that Gravel and friends were the acquaintances that Vox mentioned. So they offered Gravel a job from these three mysterious individuals who say they work for an organization called the Myriad. And they want Gravel and friends to steal this shining dodecahedron shaped object from the mages of the Cerberus Assembly in Rexxentrum. And the exact details would be the Candles District, because I forgot to mention that. But that was the job, and then they would have to meet up in a week's time in the sewers underneath Rexxentrum. So, with Gravel having accepted this job, everyone else kind of doing their own thing in town, eating food, essentially, is what everyone else is doing. That's where we're going to pick up the session. The three individuals, Gravel, look at you, and then they sort of... Oh no, they did disappear after they talked to you, so never mind. You're standing there all alone, just on the outskirts of this little carnival.
Well, it's not safe to do the usual stuff, so guess I'd better find everyone. And he'll go off and start to look.
Okay.
Because he's not thinking he can do any like steely type stuff, because this seems to be their territory, so to speak.
That is what
and he doesn't want to risk it.
Okay. All right. So, the three of you are generally, well, Enoch, Lindak, and Talindra are relatively sat around the same sort of area of this outdoor market, eating food. I believe Lindak is eating skewers of camel meat. And Enoch is eating a massive plate of meat and had given most of the vegetables to Talindra. And the three of you are generally close enough to talk to each other. You can still hear the sounds of like people like partying and having fun, fire breathers in the distance, like a band of like bards kind of playing in the vicinity. The music doesn't sound that great. It kind of sounds like they're missing notes or playing the wrong notes. Maybe a little bit of alcohol has gotten into the band at this point in time, so they're not as accurate with their music playing as they normally would be.
Al, they're not as good as you are.
No.
He has a mouthful of food, and it's like a
I
little.
just keep eating.
Do you wanna play?
I could.
We
How close are the band? Are they like right with
You
us,
can't
or-
see the band, but you can hear them like missing the notes and kind of getting a little sloppy with their playing. But no, you
Look,
cannot see them from where you are.
But they're not like so close that it would like clash. Like if I got up and played something else,
It
would it?
might.
Okay, I'll
You want me to
I'll
start
get
it
up.
off? Here, let me start it off.
Oh, all right.
He's gonna take his drum. He's gonna move his meat tray to next to him, and he's gonna take his drum and he's gonna settle it,
Okay.
and he's gonna start playing.
Okay, give me a performance check.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, that's not bad. 14.
14, you're like... And your hands are still a little greasy from the meat, so it's just kind of like... You're leaving like little fingerprints
it's
all
like-
over the drum.
Resonance.
And just it's just like and some people kind of turn their attention towards you. People mainly in like the food area, they turn their attention towards the three of you, and they seem interested in you to keep performing.
Go look over.
I sort of come in with a nice sort of impressive lick.
Performance check.
Little solo thing. Where's the performance?
And Gravel, with your passive perception, you can definitely hear the familiar sounds of Enoch's drumming and Tilindra's violin.
Sweet.
What'd you get?
Yeah, natural one.
Natural one.
How do you fail?
Yeah, how do you fail that?
String breaks.
I think I just like sort of like lose my balance as I'm taking out the violin and just go like
Okay.
It's like loud.
Gravel, you hear this very discordant, just like a violin, just weird. It kind of makes you clench with the sound, like nails on a chalkboard.
Man, I bet Tilindra's gonna show her who's boss.
Do I get to try just keep going?
You eventually you eventually get back into like, the rhythm, and you and Enoch.
I'm a little
playing
embarrassed
together.
though, so I'm maybe not up to what I normally would be.
So like the people kind of like the people that have gathered kind of like plug their ears with that, and they kind of like see also the both of you start to like play in like unison at this point, and they relax and they go, oh okay, and Lindark, are you doing anything while your two adventuring companions are playing music?
Well, I was looking around for like a tent maker's shop or something.
That's
like
right, you were.
Where I'm sitting, but I don't want to like leave them while they're playing because I actually really enjoy the music.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm gonna just sit and listen for a while, and then maybe take off in a bit.
Okay. As you're kind of sitting there, you feel someone kind of like bump into your back, and then just keep moving, and you hear them mutter under their breath, "Oh fuck," and they keep wandering away. You get the sense they tried to pick your pocket.
Yeah,
and
I'm
didn't mean
feeling
to,
my
and
pockets.
didn't mean to bump into you, so they didn't take anything, and they just wandered off. Like they're like, "Oh fuck." I rolled a 3 on that sleight of hand check. Fuck.
We're starting out real well.
Yeah. And at this point, you guys can see the familiar head of Gravel wandering. Play something else.
Oh. Okay. This was. I'm not gonna say what this was, but we'll just play it. He's gonna try a different. He's gonna go at like a different angle, I guess.
Performance check for both of you, with advantage though because you're playing together.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay, that's much better. Okay, that's way better. 18.
18. You're just like.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did I do the wrong one? I did the wrong one. Sorry, one moment. Yeah, it's gonna 23.
23. So you guys start playing something else. It's like very fast kind of dancing song.
Doing techno.
Yeah, techno, like dubstep. Like, and some of the people like in the food area start to like actually like move some of the tables out of the way and start to dance.
Enoch's eyes kind of get wide as he sees people gathering together, and he kind of leans over to Town. He's like, "This is our mating song."
Lean back a little. Just kind of like.
That's the only one I know.
All right.
Into it now.
Okay.
Oh, for a second when you said our, I thought you meant yours and hers. I was just like, that's really awkward.
Oh, do you
No. No.
But after about
that's your move.
Yeah.
After about an hour or so, the people kind of start to wander off to do other things around this carnival of coin, as they call it. And as you look down, there's actually a satchel, a small little coin purse rather, nestled at the end of your table.
Oh,
You don't see
somebody
who
left
left it,
coin purse.
but it is there nonetheless.
Someone left their coin purse. Hello. He's gonna grab his drum,
Okay.
walk over to it, and pick it up.
It feels relatively weighty. And you can see gravel
Anybody
kind
see-
of in the vicinity.
Gravel. I mean, Vinlock.
I'm not wearing my Vinlock outfit, so. Oh wait, am I? I forgot if
Yeah,
I was.
you are.
I am.
You did
Okay,
apply
thanks,
it, yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Yeah.
Vinlock.
Ah, you found my purse.
He's gonna hand it to him.
Okay.
He's gonna count it.
145 gold pieces.
So yeah, that's just a joke. It's not mine. It's your guys's. You did a good job.
Thank you.
So you each get roughly 72 gold coins. It's not 100%
He's gonna like-
accurate of how it splits up. Yeah.
I mean, she could probably take the higher end because they're not gonna know any different.
Sorry, it's 72.
You know what?
Gold, you
I'll
said?
round it down. Yeah, we'll say it's 172 gold. Anyway, so you each get 43 gold out of it. Unless the two of you want to
What?
split it, who played.
Oh,
I'm so
oh.
confused right now with my own.
That
Yeah,
was
you
weird
said
math.
43 out of 172. That's weird.
Okay, 172 divided by 4 is 43.
Oh no, no, no!
Four.
Oh no! I thought it was just for those two.
Just
Yeah, it
those
is.
two.
Yeah, it
They're the
is.
ones
So
that
I don't know why I'm
performed, yeah.
doing 4. So the both of you actually get 86 gold.
86 with one left.
86, okay.
He'll give that extra one to Tilindra.
Okay.
Oh,
So you get
thank you.
87.
I'm so bad at math, you guys.
87.
Yeah.
Add.
Yeah.
Is that right? Whatever.
Well, you guys seem to, make some money from this place.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Someone bumps into Enoch. Fuck! And he just keeps walking.
Hey.
Can Gravel see who they are and if they've got any specific markings that?
No specific markings at all. It looks like it's a younger, teenage aged human trying to pick some pockets, and they are doing a terrible job at it.
All right.
Enoch's gonna take the sack and he's gonna hold it like this. On his shoulder.
Oh yeah.
Like has
Someone
a
would have
sack
to
of gold.
jump up to
Yeah,
get
he has a sack of gold on his shoulder.
So Gravel would like to see who it is, who's doing this, whether it's a human kid.
Yeah,
or
human. Human kid.
Human. Do they have any Myriad markings on
Nope.
them? Gravel's gonna tail him for a bit
Okay.
because he feels like he probably needs to tell this kid what's up so he doesn't get his throat cut by the
Are you doing
Myriad.
it? Are you doing it quietly or?
Yeah, he's just gonna trail this kid and
All right.
make sure he doesn't get into any trouble. And
Yeah.
if the kid he's essentially gonna follow him around until the kid depending on where the kid goes, he's gonna do something different. So
All right. Stealth check.
okay.
I rolled one for the kid too.
Is this for of loud? So do you think the advantage from the boots would do for sound, or is it more of a visual
Yeah,
thing?
this is gonna be more visual because there's so many people
Okay.
kind of gathered around anyway.
So just a flat stealth. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, nat 20.
All right. You blend in really well with the crowd. The kid rolled a 15 for a stealth check, which is your exact passive perception. So you still see the kid. You can still tail them.
Okay, cool.
And you tail them for a good couple minutes, and they end up kind of just leaving the Amber Crossroads and clambering into the back of a wagon, and the wagon just starts to.
Can I catch up to him? real
Yeah.
quick? All right. Hey, kid.
Oh. Yes.
You better watch out. That's when you're picking pockets, you don't want to do it around in that spot. Some other place, some other company's got their claws in there. They might come looking for you.
Oh. Okay. Thanks,
Yeah, what's your name?
Toby.
That was a nice catch there. You can tell me your real one later, Vinlock. And he turns and goes.
It's actually Toby, but okay. And the cart just kind of starts to roll away with him in the back of it. And you see he grabs like a couple apples out of the back of this cart, rolls out the back, and scurries off into the woods nearby.
Man, that kid's dumb. He's gonna get killed. Alright, I did my good deed. I'm out.
As you're walking back into the Amber Crossroads, though, give me a perception check.
Alright. 9.
9. Alright. Bunch of people walking in and out.
Sweet.
And eventually you can find your way back to the others.
Alright.
Oh, wait.
Making my
Tal,
way
I
through
owe
all
you
of...
money. Enoch's going to start grabbing some gold because he owes Tal money for the payback for the herbs and stuff that he bought. So he's just going to get like 2 handfuls and just kind of hand it to her.
Okay. How much do I have?
Let's see. I'll roll. I don't know. Let's see.
1 gold piece.
Just a bunch of silvers and copper.
There was like
a bunch of copper.
I rolled 15. I rolled a 15, so you got 15 gold pieces.
15, okay. I think that was close anyway.
Yeah, it was close, yes, yeah.
I don't remember what it was.
It was like 12 or something. I
Oh.
don't remember.
Yeah.
It's fine.
What did you say you were doing, Gravel?
Oh, he's just gonna do a check to see if his coin purses were there.
Yeah, they're still
His
there.
decoys.
Yeah, they're still
Cool.
there.
Alright, cool. That's it.
Or are they?
He's headed back to
No, they're still
where
there.
everyone else is.
Okay. You guys see Gravel start wandering back.
Lindak's going to actually stand up and go back to the place where he got his kebabs and ask the guy, you wouldn't know of a tent maker anywhere nearby, would you?
Oh, yeah, just by the main stage where the bands play.
All right. Thank
Kind
you
of
very
points off
much.
into like an eastern direction.
Yeah, I'll start wandering off that way.
Yeah, you better get your buying in soon. Only a couple hours left of daylight, and that's generally when this place shuts down for the day.
All right. Thank you.
And he goes back to grilling the skewers.
What are the smells coming out of this place?
Meat, alcohol, fire, wood, hay, perfumes, herbs, spices, sweaty people,
Excellent. It's
Like
all
the Red Sox.
manure.
one big bacchanal.
However, for Enoch and Tillinder and Gravel, since you three are still side by side, Lindak kind of wanders off to go do their thing. Actually, no, Lindak. You see, what's your pass? Give me a perception check, Lindak, as you're walking towards a tent shop, please.
Perception.
Yes, please.
13.
13. Okay. As you're walking, you see how many? 3 of these. It's not. It doesn't look like they're trying to conceal themselves, but it looks like they also don't want to be super seen. You see 3 of these drow individuals, white hair, kind of shaved on the sides, tied back neatly into like top knots. I can't. Lindak is from Rossana, correct?
Shorehouse.
Shorehouse. Okay. So you see these 3 individuals, these drow individuals, and they're kind of like looking at people, and then they keep walking on, and they start you can see they start to question people as well, and they're pointing to this piece of paper they're holding. They roll it up, and they keep moving on to people, and they're getting closer and closer to you.
Azozan, that's where I'm from. I notice these 3 drows coming toward me.
Correct.
I will actually stop and turn towards them.
Okay. They catch your attention and they approach. They're wearing kind of like these purple traveling cloaks, this black, almost chitinous looking armor underneath. It's not the armor that you've seen in the Kryn dynasty that they wear. This is something entirely different. And it's actually armor you've never seen worn by drow before.
Mm.
And they approach you, and one of these drow says, well, just checks to see if you speak the language, and just says some hello in Undercommon.
I do not speak Undercommon.
So they stop. Hello, sir.
Hi. What can I do for you?
We were actually looking for one of our cousin's relatives here. They have fled our home recently, and our cousin is looking to get them back.
Do you have a name for this?
Oh, of course.
person?
Our cousin's name is actually, hold on, Zin Devyana. He's actually a prominent figure in society over there. And we are looking for one of his cousins who we believe has come this way. And they show you a portrait of Talindra.
Well, I do not recognize her.
Deception check,
What would you be
please.
looking for her?
Because they're doing some insight right now. Ooh, fuck.
Deception, you said?
Yes, please.
5.
Right. Well, be sure to let us know if you see anything. We'll be here.
I will watch for you.
And they kind of nod, roll up that parchment, slip it into their robes, and they kind of just pass on through the rest of the Ember Crossroads.
I'm going to watch them until I can't see them anymore.
Okay. Perception check.
Look behind you, just standing there like this at him.
8.
8. You watch them for a couple seconds, they just disappear into the crowd.
Disappeared. Yeah. I will continue on to the tent makers.
Okay. You eventually get there, and there's a hobgoblin kind of, not hobgoblin, a brass dragonborn kind of stood behind this tent, or this stall rather, and making things, like, it's mainly like rugs and blankets and upholstery and that kind of stuff made out of like these elegant, colorful fabrics. And he goes, "Oh, hello. How may I be helping you this evening?"
Well, I'm actually looking for a large tent, probably 4 to 6 person tent.
Oh, let me see if I have any. Not really. Well, I don't generally make tents that big, but I can see what I have here. How big are the individuals you're looking to cram inside this tent?
One is very large, one is very small, and 2 are kind of person-sized.
Person-sized.
Oh, ouch.
Well, that's very hard to kind of figure out. You are Esamar. I can kind of recognize a little bit of the celestial glow off of you.
I would be one of the persons, so 2 my size, 1 very much larger, 1 smaller.
How small are we talking about?
Quite small.
Gnome, halfling, grung,
Yes, that size.
kobold? Gnome, okay. Generally, I do have 2-person tents. Those are 2 gold each, but I do have 1 4-person tent, and it is 4 gold pieces. But that's just the basic tent. Do you want something basic, or do you want something comfortable and colorful?
Tell me about comfortable and colorful.
Well, the comfortable one is actually made out of yak wool. That is the outside of the tent, and it's been treated with numerous oils to make it resistant to the weather, so snow and rain just slides off of the fabric. It's very good if you find yourself camping in the mountains or very treacherous and cold areas.
Understand?
And now if you're camping somewhere with heat, it might not be as, the word is comfortable. But, again, we don't have many areas here, at least in this part of the continent, that are known for its heat. So it's generally well used in, like, swamps and stuff like that. You know, adventuring types, they find themselves in all sorts of predicaments. It's a little more spacious than the standard 4-person tent. This one actually has a built-in sort of pocket inside where you can store belongings. Again, not many belongings. You probably don't want to store sharp things inside this tent. More so like small trinkets, coins, sort of objects of personal value. And again, it's much more spacious. You could easily fit 6 people in this tent. And that one is 8 gold pieces.
That does sound actually very interesting.
Now,
and you said you have colorful ones? I think I'll back away from the colorful ones.
all right. So do you want the one that's made for any sort of weather?
Yeah, I think so. The
Alright.
yak fur
All
skin
right. So a
one.
normal 2-person tent weighs around 20 pounds. How are you for carrying things? You look like a rather sturdy and durable individual.
I think we can manage to
Alright,
carry
well,
it.
A 4-person tent, the one with the yak hide, that's again, is treated for the harsher environments. That tent is about 45 pounds, all bundled up.
Okay. Okay, I think I will take one of those.
All right, it's 8 gold for the tent. Do you want extra of these oils to treat the tent? The oils are not permanent, so you do have to treat the tent every month or once a month or so to keep it in its weather-resistant state.
I understand. And how much would that be?
I can give you a liter jug of oil. The jug lasts. You don't need to put too much. You don't need to put like a bunch on the tent at a time. Mainly like 2 fingers worth. A dip, and then you can just put it all over the tent like that. This oil goes a long way. It can also be doubled as oil for lanterns if you need be.
Oh.
So the tent is 8 gold pieces. The oil is about flask is 1 silver piece, so about 2 gold for the liter of oil.
All right, I will buy that as well.
All right. Yeah.
So I hand him 10 gold.
All right. So the liter of oil is actually about 10 pounds. It's a rather thick oil, so it's generally quite heavy.
Okay.
And again, it can be used as lantern oil should you wish to. So yeah, for the oil and for the tent, that'll be 10 gold pieces.
Yeah, I gave him 10 gold pieces.
All right. And yeah, I'm curious, do you happen to be traveling anywhere cold, like up in mountains, swamps maybe, somewhere with harsh weather and terrain like that?
I never know, but I suspect probably more likely that than anywhere really warm.
But I also sell yak hide cloaks that are treated with the same oil. Again, these cloaks are really highly suggested if you find yourselves in cold environments. Not many people are adapted to cold environments. The only ones I really know of, in my experience, are the Goliath, and these cloaks could be wonderful sort of additions to a group finding themselves wandering mountains and swamps. Water resistant and cold resistant cloaks could be a benefit.
This oil,
Yes.
would it work on, and I show him the cloak I'm actually wearing, would it work on something like this?
No. It is generally only used for like the heavier sort of materials. A cloak like that wouldn't really protect you all that well in the cold.
It has
again-
before, but I have not been like extreme cold with this. So.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't do you too well in extreme cold.
How much would these cloaks? How much would
each cloak is 1 silver.
Okay. How about 2 my size and 1 small, like a child size?
Oh, I do have a
Same-
child size here. So that'd be
A human child, I'm talking about.
yeah, I have child size cloaks. So that'd be 3 silver pieces for the cloaks.
All right, I hand him 3 silvers.
Alright, so he takes the 3 silver, he takes the 10 gold, and he puts up 3 cloaks, 2 adult-sized cloaks, 1 child-sized cloak. And he grabs one of these tents off the ceiling, sets it down. It's covered in yak fur, so it's very thick, coarse, white, sort of woolly exterior, and a mass, like a liter jug of this thick oil.
All right. I try and wrap my arms around all this stuff. Is it going to be hard to carry, or?
Now you can easily like sling one of them over your shoulder. You can easily sling like the cloaks and the tent over your shoulder. Tent resting on the cloak, so you can easily hold like the jug of oil in a hand.
Actually, I'll stick the jug in my backpack and just throw the rest up on my shoulder and thank him profusely. Thank you very, very much.
You are most welcome.
And if I need something like this again, I know where to come. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm not here all the time. This is the last day of the Carnival of Coin, so I'll be most likely returning to my actual business in Basozan. So.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you again.
You're most welcome.
And I will head off back to where my friends were when I left them.
All right. So while Lindak's doing this, what are the three of you getting up to?
Finlock, you ran off. What have you been doing?
Good deeds.
Oh, that sounds very good.
Yep. Oh, sorry.
I suppose the deeds you don't wish to discuss, or?
Well, nothing worth boasting about. Didn't really succeed in either. So, I did mean to, get together with all of you and ask where, it's been a few days and I don't remember exactly, why are we going to Juvenload again? I'm pretty sure it was my idea, but I can't even remember.
I believe we wanted to set up some sort of base to begin with.
Yeah.
And I think it had something to do with Fox. Was there something?
No,
meeting
it
him
was
there,
for
or was
That's
that
Rexxentrum.
That's in Rexxentrum.
Yeah.
Right.
But Vinlock, you wanted a place that you can establish. It was supposed to be Deostock. I think we just wanted to go see if this was a place. I mean, we could just skip past it and go to Rexxentrum.
Yeah, I'm thinking it might be best to come back to it later.
I don't want to stick in this town either, by the way. Crossroads, they give me I just feel weird.
You say you don't want to stay here? Is that what you just said?
Yeah. I don't want to stay inside this area.
It does seem like a good place to be robbed. I would agree with that.
Well, and you see everybody's just leaving. So everybody's packing up.
That as well.
Do you need to buy anything, Finlock? Do you need anything? I have some gold I could spare for you.
No, I'm good.
Sure. Okay. You want any berries?
Oh no. I think I'll pass. You guys get enough to eat?
Yeah, and we got some cooking stuff too, and he pats the sacks. Cart.
Nice.
Oh, I need cooking gear. That's right.
I thought you already had it. Someone does.
No, I thought you. Yeah.
Whoever has a mess kit already has cooking gear.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Oh, I do.
Not
Just kidding.
everybody.
You're right.
I don't think I do.
I have that. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, we could just. I guess we could just leave. Do you need anything, Dow?
I was considering maybe buying a bottle of wine for the road, if people would be interested in that, since we're here.
Okay.
But, yeah, maybe I'll do that. I mean, we have some time. Anyone want to come with me?
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
All right. I go in the direction.
I'll go. Roll the card along.
I go in the direction that was mentioned to me before,
Okay.
where he said there was a wine salesman.
Sure. You make your way over there. You can see they're like starting to pack up. It's like a little stout halfling with a very prominent kind of beer belly. Kind of like the buttons are popping out on his little tunic. He turns to, he's got like very curly brown hair, a big thick brown handlebar mustache, a pair of tortoiseshell glasses, and he's like, hello.
Hello, good sir. I was hoping to buy from you a bottle of wine. What is your selection here?
All sorts.
All sold.
All sorts. Sorts.
Oh,
All sorts.
sorry. I misheard you there. Yes, okay.
Well, maybe you should listen better.
I apologize. As you can tell, I'm not from here.
Right.
So perhaps what sort of reds do you have?
Oh, what?
I was hoping to purchase a red wine. What would your price be for what sort of options are there?
Well, all of my wines come from Comorda, where I live. We have numerous wineries there. Well, not really numerous, but we have, he's kind of an elderly halfling, so he's kind of like drifting in and out of thought.
I thought he was a dwarf.
No, halfling.
Oh, stout halfling, right?
Yep.
Yeah, sorry about that. Thanks.
There's the Stossman's Thistlebranch Dark Blood Red Wine.
How much would that one be?
85 gold per bottle. There's also the Wagner and Waltz Emerald Embrace Green Wine, the Stossman's Truscan Sunrise White, the Lionette Vineyard Purple Cinder Red Wine, and the Aranath Family Private Wish Red Wine.
Are there any price tags just like on bottles?
Oh, yeah.
That I could see?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what looks like a good kind of, lower to mid-range?
So
Nothing super fancy.
the Wagner and Waltz Emerald Embrace Green Wine is 65 gold per bottle.
Oh, God.
The Stossman's Truscan Sunrise White is 45 gold per bottle. The Lionette Vineyard Purple Cinder Red Wine is 50 gold per bottle. And the Aranath Family Private Wish Red Wine is 75 per bottle. These are very extravagant bottles
These
of
are okay.
wine.
I'll get the $50 gold one, and he kind of.
Why don't I split it with you?
The Lionette Vineyard Purple Cinder Red Wine, made from the Lionette family, actually, in Comorda.
Are they lions?
No, they're people.
Oh. And he kind of takes like a scoop of gold, and he looks at Tao.
Here, why don't I'll pay half of it. I'll put 25. What was it, 50?
50
Yeah,
gold per bottle.
Vinlock will count the 25 for Enoch and like throw it up there.
Well, and he hands you this red wine with like a purple label, and it says the Lionette Vineyard on it, purple cinder. You get the sense these wines are considered some of the best in the entire world of Exandria, and you get the sense these are most likely probably not drinking casually and more so gifted as extravagant gifts, or to display someone's wealth. Just be, oh, I'm wealthy, let me buy this very expensive bottle of wine. And he hands you the bottle. Oh, would you like it in a protective sleeve so it doesn't break on the road? All right, the sleeve is an extra 5 gold.
You know what? I think that's all right. We have our own ways of.
Do you have wine goblets and a wine opener?
I think we'll make do. Thank you very much, sir.
Wonderful. And he hands you the bottle of wine.
Okay. I kind of wrap it up in. I'm assuming I have some kind of blanket or something.
Of course, yeah.
Wrap it up.
Okay.
And as we're walking away, I said,
Good night.
Take care.
Good evening.
I never realized wine was so expensive. I always had lots of it in Osana.
Were you rich?
Well, yes. You know, we lived well. Anyways, let's shall we find our friend and head off?
Yes.
Almost
Yes.
as if you have summoned the devil himself. You see Lindak wandering over, big tent slung over his shoulder, some cloaks dangling over the shoulder as well.
Oh, there you are.
Ah, greetings, friends.
Yes. So you've been busy?
I am hoping our cart is nearby. This is starting to get a little heavy.
Yeah, Enoch's been toting it along.
Dragging along. Okay.
Nah,
So
yeah, he's
he
got
just
Cobra.
leans over and dumps the stuff off his shoulder into it. I got us a tent for sleeping outside. It's supposed to be weatherproof, and some cloaks if we go into anywhere cold. Even one for you, Gravel. Finlock, sorry.
Ah, thank you.
Oh, no problem.
I don't need one of those.
I know, I didn't get you one. The guy who sold it to me told me actually that
Pikachu face.
that Goliaths are resistant to cold, so I didn't get you one.
That's all right.
But you can sleep in the tent. There's lots of room.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, no problems. What they're for.
I think we're gonna leave, Lindak. I think we're gonna leave. I think we're going to Rexxentrum.
You see, as you guys are talking, someone does approach you, and they look visibly kind of upset, like angry almost. And when you bring the cart over, where's Chaucer? He's not in the cart. And this kind of person walks over and goes, a human kind of wearing like farmer clothes, and it says, "Excuse me, is this your
Yeah.
pig?" And behind him he sees pulling a pig along on a leash. "Is this your pig?"
No.
And it's Chaucer.
Never
no.
seen that pig a day in my life.
Well, it ate some of my vegetables at my stall.
They were probably
Sounds like a you problem.
delicious.
So if you know whose pig this is, if you see anyone who's looking for a pig, just tell them I'm taking this pig to my butchery.
All right.
All right.
He struggles to pull the pig away, but Chaucer just sits down in the dirt and doesn't budge. He's like, "Come on, you stupid animal!" Nah, fuck
All
it.
right,
Hey.
guys.
And just drops the leash and walks away. Fucking stupid pig.
Well, if he doesn't want it, picks up Chaucer, put it in the back of the cart.
All right.
We're gonna name you Chaucer. Okay, let's go.
Before we take off,
Oh.
Lindak is going to take out one of the cloaks, and he's going to approach Talindra and say quietly to her, hopefully only she can hear, but he doesn't really care if Gravel and Enoch hear. You may want to put this on. I was approached by 3 drow in strange armor I had never seen before, and they were looking for you.
Thank you very much. I take the cloak.
It's a big furry yak hair.
Yeah.
Oh, what these guys look like?
Well, drow, obviously, dark skin, white hair, kind of a shaved with a bun on the back, and some kind of strange black armor, kind of like what I wore, but mine was white. It was chitin armor, though. So
Gravel's gonna casually look around as he's saying that
Perception
to
check.
just kind of see if he sees him.
Yeah, perception check.
Enoch's gonna do what your best friend always does at a restaurant when they say don't turn around. He's gonna go
where?
right over his shoulder.
All right, perception checks from everybody then.
I got.
I'm also trying to make it look like
Oh
I'm
shit! I got
I
a
got a
22. I got a 22.
17.
Sorry.
Chaucer's gonna make a perception check. 4.
He only sees potatoes.
I rolled a 20.
Right.
Not dirty 20.
None of you see anything. Just
Cool.
people packing up.
Sweet. Well, it's a
We'll
good
we'll
thing
unpack
we've-
that later. He's gonna look at town.
Yes.
Yes, now seems like a good time to leave the area.
Yeah, I
Right.
kind of just, do a little.
And it might be a good idea to, flesh out your alias a bit and your disguise that we've been working on.
Yes. I did think of a name.
I should write this down too.
If anyone asks, it's Leora Zinran.
Leora Zinran?
Leora Zinran.
Alright.
I'm just using the same last name I was using before.
Mhm. Oh wait, that's not your real last name.
I thought.
I don't think you've told the group your actual last name.
Shit. I thought they already knew. We'll talk about this later.
What's that alias again, so I can add to my notes?
It was
Leo-
Leora,
Okay.
Leora, and then the same last name.
Okay.
I thought that box said it or before. Oh shit. Well,
I don't recall you telling anybody.
I think the only time that your backstory really was ever discussed was with that tavern scene between you two.
yeah,
Alan and Dak.
that's my bad. That's my bad.
That is funny roleplay though.
Wait a minute.
Talinder, I'll let you make a history check based on your last name and based on the description Linda gave you to see if you can figure out who these people might be.
Okay, this history.
Yes, please.
I rolled a natural 20.
All right. Doesn't
Yeah.
succeed. No, I'm kidding. All right. So you've heard rumors, specifically amongst your family itself, that there are a group of drow that still feel the worship of Lolth, still feel her presence. These drow in particular did not leave with the others to kind of go follow and worship the Luxon beacon, or the Luxon, which a lot of people, specifically the drow, now worship over in Xhorhas. And there's this group of drow called the Children of Malice, and they're not numerous, but they are people devoted to Lolth still. Lolth. You know that Lolth calls these devoted assassins, worshippers, and spies the Children of Malice, and they gladly serve as the instruments of her revenge. They aren't numerous, but they are clever, driven, and directed by a god of pure hatred. They've established hidden cabals throughout the fringes of Xhorhasian society, forming little bands of bugbears and hobgoblins who raid settlements. Drow agents of Lolth have even infiltrated even the highest echelons of Kryn society, slowly poisoning the dynasty, both metaphorically and literally. And the true extent of this infiltration, you know from what you heard, it's only now being uncovered within Rosanna. And these agents are working to spread fear throughout the Kryn dynasty as the war against the Dwendalian Empire continues to divide the attention of the Bright Queen. And you would know that the whole goal of the Children of Malice is to subjugate and dismantle the flourishing Luxon worshipping Dark Elf society in Xhorhas. That means any of the drow that have basically stopped the worship of Lolth to worship the beacon and are considered not evil. Most of the spies that they have in their order are sleeper agents, quietly getting converts and waiting in order to strike. They don't have any formal alliances. They try to keep their true nature hidden. They generally try to trade with outlying camps and townships across the waste for information. And they tend to feed false information to the enemy. One of the most prominent members of this society is actually someone in your family. a cousin, in fact, that you've heard mention of, but you don't really know too much about them. Just that their name is Zin Dave Yana, and he was born in squalor in the coronas of Rosanna, and climbed to the ranks as a respected strategist and writer, using his position to sow discord and doubt amongst the dens of other drow. And he is considered one of Lolth's most trusted operatives. And the description alone...
Zen Dave Yana?
Zin Dave Yana.
It was Zin, you said? Is that
Zin.
X-I-N?
Z-Y-N.
Z-Y-N.
But again, you don't know much about them other than you've heard that they're related to. They have the same family name as you do.
Yeah. Okay. That's very odd. Okay. All right. So I'm just trying to hide my face as we leave.
All right.
Talindra has a cousin Dave.
Cousin Dave. Yeah.
Well, Zin's the name.
Technically, I'm Dave.
Dave Yana is their family name.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah,
Oh,
he
that's
did
one
mention
word.
a cousin.
Okay.
yes,
He
Dave
did.
Yana is the last name. It's one word. So you guys are leaving the Amber Crossroads. Talindra's trying to keep herself hidden. Where are you all headed? Dervenlode, Rexxentrum, or somewhere else?
Indra.
We did decide we were going to Rexxentrum, correct?
Yes.
As a group?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thought so.
So the road to Rexxentrum lies to the north and is, from the Amber Crossroads, is about 41 miles, so it'll take you about a day and 6 hours to get there.
I don't know about you guys, but if you've got someone on your heels, I'm not sure if we should stay here for the night or get moving. Because if we get moving, we'll be out in the middle of nowhere. But if we're here, there might be other people around, and they won't make a move when there's other people around.
Are there any taverns, hotels, inns,
No,
anything?
this is just
No,
a pop-up
I
of
don't think
merchant
so.
stalls and stands and tents. There really isn't
Okay.
anywhere to spend the night in the Amber Crossroads.
But
I
are there people that have stayed the night, like put up their own tents? And
Yeah,
are, like,
but not
chilling?
a
Okay.
huge amount. Mainly just the people who can't really travel, don't really like traveling at night, or can travel at night. Essentially, the
Okay.
elderly and whatnot, children, people with families.
I'm hesitant to stay in a place where they might even realize that I'm here.
All right.
At the moment, it doesn't seem that they even, unless you told them any information,
I did not.
they don't have confirmation that I'm here.
Well, if that's
I don't think so.
Linda, I'll say you get the sense they saw through your lie.
Yeah, they
Okay.
may have. I denied knowing you, but they may have saw through that.
Yeah.
Well, we would be on guard. We'd be alert.
yeah, I think we're gonna have to travel through the night, risking exhaustion just to be safe.
Agree.
Might be safer, yes.
They did seem dangerous.
All right, let's go.
All right.
All right, you all
All right,
gather into
come
the
on, Varga.
cart, the wagon. You get the horses ready. Chaucer's in the back sleeping after his feast of his own. And you all start making your way north, up the road.
By the way, I'm also going to sort of take my violin and kind of put it in a place where it's less noticeable, just in case that's a defining,
Okay. Okay.
So like in a bag or something,
Yeah. All right.
Are there a lot of people on the road? Like, are we
Oh yeah, there's like
mixing up
merchants.
with other
Yeah, there's like
people? We're
merchants
not
heading to
by
Rexxentrum.
ourselves?
Merchants that are taking this road to go to other places, like past Rexxentrum. The North Road does go fairly far past Rexxentrum. So there's people taking the same road north as well. So you're kind of in a little mini traveling caravan at this point.
Perfect.
Yes, that feels safer.
Yeah, Gravel's gonna hand the disguise over to Talindra, because I believe it's done by now, right, Justin?
Yeah, it was like 11 days of
You've been
travel.
making it,
So
yeah.
Is this like a makeup based disguise or?
Yeah, as well as like any wigs or like you remember we were going for like a high elf,
Yeah.
so we're aiming to like kind of adjust your features towards that. So maybe
Okay.
give you a slightly
Slightly
different nose, just to
Right,
kind of
okay.
throw it off a bit.
Mhm.
And yeah, he would present like pretty much like a compact with like a mirror in it. So
Okay.
check like
Is there a
any
way I can
spots on
apply
you.
this without looking super suspicious?
oh yeah, it's nighttime. Not a lot of people are looking around.
Okay, then I kind of like do
Okay.
a little like cover myself and put on as much of it as I can on my first try.
Okay.
Are you sticking with your character has white hair, correct?
Yes.
Are you sticking with the white hair? Did during we were making this, did you get a different wig or hair going on?
I mean, I'm assuming we would have. I don't know if we ever actually talked about it, but I'm assuming we would have.
That would have been a part of it. So I'm just
Yeah.
throwing it
I'm
out
assuming there would have been like a maybe
what
a
would your character have?
oh maybe like a light brown, something that wouldn't be too
Nice.
different, like a sort of, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe just it's a wig of a different hairstyle than you usually wear.
So something that wouldn't look super different from what, but like enough that it's definitely not a drow, like
It's
a, like
parted
a
on the
maybe
other
like
side, and it has a braid.
But while you're all traveling this road, you see some of the carts like pulling off to the side, going down side road, like small little side roads, and also just like pulling off to like camp wherever they can. You know, getting tired, traveling through the night. They're just like, oh, we need to pull over. You can see some like of these carts and carrot wagons just pull off the road because they don't want to travel through the night, obviously. Just looking for places that aren't, you know, camping in the middle of a crossroad. That is prime candidacy, whatever.
Candidate?
Prime, like targets for pickpockets and such. But you guys travel for a good 8 hours or so far. You can see the sun slowly starting to creep up. I need everyone to make Constitution saving throws, please, to see who gets exhaustion or not.
A pretty good con, so yeah, that's fine.
I gotta pull up what the DC is actually for that.
I had to roll one for the horse size. 1, 2. Ah, yes.
Whatever. Yeah, so Enoch, what'd you get for con save?
I got an 18.
Oh, you're fine. Lindak.
I rolled a 1 plus 4 is 5.
1 level of exhaustion. That also goes for the horses as well.
Rolled a 14 for Umbra.
Okay. Gravel.
11.
Okay, you're good. Talindra,
15.
you're good. So yeah, I just need for the horses as well. Umbra's fine. I just need one for Varga. Chaucer does not need to make one because they're passed out in the back of the cart.
7.
7. Varga also gains a level of exhaustion.
Varga and I are pretty tired.
You can see the sun starting to creep up. You guys can see that Lindak and Varga are slightly tired, but the rest of you kind of like just like shake your heads and kind of power through the exhaustion.
Lindak, you alright?
We'll be okay.
All right.
Just tired.
Let's keep our eyes open for like a clearing, or not a clearing, but the opposite of a clearing.
A forest.
A covering.
Unclearing.
Yes, some cover.
There are nothing of the sort for the rest of the way to
So it's just
Rexxentrum.
just fields.
It's more
it's just-
rolling fields, yeah.
You know.
Oh boy.
And you can see like other caravans kind of parked out in these fields, cooking like breakfast, waking up. You guys, you can see you, and you can see like a caravan.
Wow, they got that far. Oh right, they left early.
Yeah, people feel like that left early, yeah. And you see that familiar dragonborn who sold you the tents, Linda, kind of rising up. He's about a couple 100 feet off the road, and he sees you and he just waves. Enjoy the tents! and starts cooking some eggs and sausages. And you guys keep moving down the road. You can see more people like getting their rides, packing up their tents and stuff to keep going on their travel. It definitely feels like the travel to Rexxentrum is not going to be isolated at any point in time. Heavy traffic, essentially.
Cool.
I'm looking around for anyone who looks like what Lindak described, Drows.
Okay.
I don't remember, but like looking like I'm not being obvious.
Give me a perception check. And just a reminder, we don't play with sunlight sensitivity rules, so ignore that for Drow.
Yeah. I remember that.
Okay.
Okay, that's 21.
21. Nope.
Nothing? Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm just keeping my eyes peeled, that's all.
And Gravel, you would remember the job you were given. You had a week to be in the sewers, so you still have a load of time left. By the time you get to Rexxentrum, it's like 6 days left.
Yeah, I mean, Gravel has no gauge on what he needs to do, so, he's gonna prepare. He doesn't like taking risks.
Okay. I'll just reiterate, just in case you forgot, the job was to steal a dodecahedron from the mages of the Cerberus Assembly, and that would be in the Candles district of Rexxentrum. You would know the mages are in the Solstice Academy, but the chances are you're probably not breaking into the academy itself, because that would be death, essentially. So they probably want you somewhere in the Candles district.
I'm sure he'll find out once he gets there and scouts it out a bit.
But are any of you doing anything over the course of this day while you travel to Rexxentrum? Anything in specific? Again, the road is packed with travelers, so yep. Lindak and Varga are kind of tired and slowly moving along.
Actually, can Lindak tie Varga to the back of the cart or wagon and lay down in the wagon?
Yep.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. He's going to take one of his new cloaks for a blanket and
just sleep for 8 hours.
Yeah.
If I can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, at some point Enoch is going to grab his amulet and focus on the food that they have, and he's going to cast a purify food and drink.
Okay.
Just to make sure that
Oh,
there's
no.
nothing.
Not on the alcohol, I hope.
Yeah, purify food and drink would neutralize the alcohol in something.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Does he not know that though?
Turned it into juice.
You know what? Enoch, give me an intelligence roll.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah. You have no idea that it would destroy the alcohol of something. So are you casting
no.
prepare food and water on everything?
Yeah, purify food and
Purify.
drink.
That's right. Yes, you touch the wine, you purify the bottle.
I'm assuming I had the wine. I think.
Right, you do.
Oh, it's
So I have the wine, but you would have the beer, I'm assuming.
but it's a 5-foot radius, and he's going to cast it. On
Yep. That wine is
Never
no
mind.
longer alcoholic.
He's going to cast
Great.
it on the food, just
Hopefully
to
it
make
still
sure
tastes
that there's
good.
nothing nasty about them.
Okay.
His beer, though, his meat is fine because he's up in the front of the cart by his horse. So he's turns around and casts it to make sure that there's nothing nasty.
Yeah, well, there. Yep. All right.
going on with
You
it.
just lean back, and then keep riding.
Goodbye, 50 gold.
Now it's just non-alcoholic. Really good though, tasting
It's just nice juice.
wine. But
Just
it's
grape
not gonna
juice.
have that
Yeah.
alcoholic.
Yeah, because it's
It's not
poison.
gonna have that punch.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Don't
It's
have
just
any.
it's just
It's
berries.
not
It's
the
just
same.
fermented berries, fermented grape juice,
Warm grape juice.
which is to be fine. Some fermented drinks that aren't alcoholic are very good.
Hopefully this is.
There you go.
Like
You just made, what is it? Justin, you know what I'm talking about. It starts with a K, right?
yep, that tea. I can't think of the name of fermented
Kombucha?
tea. Kombucha,
Yeah,
yeah.
there it is.
It's essentially made
You
non-alcoholic.
just
like
made
that.
you just made kombucha.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
non-alcoholic
basically.
kombucha, yeah. But Lindak's sleeping in the back of the cart. Enoch is ruining expensive wine. Gravel, are you doing anything specific while you travel to Rexxentrum?
Oh, beans. Well, he's gonna keep on top of casting non-detection on himself like usual.
Okay.
And he's going to he's gonna start, like, just in his spare time, he's gonna try juggling, just to kind of keep his reflexes in check.
All right,
and, like,
give me a
hand-eye coordination going.
give me acrobatics, sleight of hand. Yeah, give me either acrobatics or sleight of hand check
It's
Okay.
gonna be the best traveling show.
to practice your juggling.
Yeah, he's just got these ball bearings, and he's like seeing how many he can juggle at once. Let's see, 22.
22. Yeah, just you get like 6 at a time, and you're just like
6.
Nice.
All right.
Sweet. I've never been able to personally. I've never
I
been
can't
able to
juggle.
juggle.
no.
Me neither.
All right, sweet. Yeah, he's just like, all right. He's taking it very seriously. Is like, since there's not much happening, he's just trying to keep his hands and eyes sharp.
Okay. What about you, Talindra?
I'm a little bit paranoid at the moment, so I'm kind of trying to keep my head down. You know, I've got some papers. It's just like sheet music. I'm just like looking it over.
Okay.
It doesn't do anything for me. It's just an excuse to look like I'm reading
All right.
and like keeping my head down.
Enoch will
And
give
like
you
every
his
once in a while
drum.
looking around like
If you look stressed, he'll give you his drum since you're not playing your violin. He'll be like, "You go."
no. Thank
You
you.
get handed this drum that has food fingerprints all over it.
I've never played a drum before. I'll try to see if what I can do.
So you're
on
not
it.
proficient in drums. So give me a performance check. No, don't, because you're proficient in performance. You know what? Give me a performance check with disadvantage then.
Disadvantage.
Yeah. Actually, no.
Oh no.
To see if you can try to play the drum. Give me just a straight intelligence roll. Instead.
Where would that be?
Just-
Abilities?
Just your straight.
There it is,
Just a straight
okay.
intelligence check.
There we go. That's 4.
4.
So
If it was a natural 1, I would have been. You put a hole in the drum, but you have mending,
Oh,
so it's
no.
fine. Yeah, actually, you know what? You have mending. It's fine. You're playing it, and you actually put a little bit of, put a little hole in the top of the drum. Just.
yeah, I quickly like mend it, and I'm like, you know what? I think percussion is not for me. I give it back.
And all the
Alright.
grease stains are magically gone off of it somehow.
Thanks.
I appreciate the gesture though. If only I had one of the other instruments that I could play, that would be convenient. But I don't.
What other instruments can you play?
I can play the lute, and I can play the
Bagpipes.
flute.
You
Like
can't
that.
play
I
the
can
two
play the violin.
sticks, or you just hit 2 sticks together really hard.
Like a
Well,
woodblock?
I could do that, but I don't think that would be very interesting for long periods of time.
The 3 of you that are not sleeping, it is getting to the late evening, so Lindak would get a long rest at this point. So, but the 3 of you that are still awake, though, perception checks, please. You hear what sounds like a large somewhere in the sky.
That's a no for me.
Okay.
Okay.
2 + 5.
Oh, yep. You look around and sunlight gets in your eyes, and you're like, oh, setting sun. So it's just like
Yeah.
Roll a 14.
14, and then Talindra.
15.
15. And you see, kind of walking through the nearby field is just a cow, a wild cow, like an ox, like a wild ox thing.
Mhm.
Walking through the field, it's grazing, and it turns its head towards you all and just stares, chewing on its cud. And grab as you like rub your eyes, you all see something fly down from the sky, scoop up the cow, and fly off. A massive, gargantuan bird just flies down, picks up the cow, and flies away. And some of the other caravans are like, oh, didn't expect to see any rocks in this area. Well then, and it just keeps traveling.
Oh, good. More to worry about.
A rock? That was a bird.
One of the caravans looks back. A rock. It's a type of giant bird. R-O-C. They're generally only seen in Jorah, so it's interesting to see one out this far.
Saying ROC doesn't mean anything to Enoch.
Yeah.
He just kind of
Just
turns.
that was
just
absolute gibberish.
just turns around and keeps moving. And you can see the rock kind of flying off somewhere to the southeast.
Would I have seen one of these before?
Oh, yeah.
Being
They're-
from Zorhas?
Yeah. There's like stories of like people traveling Jorhas, like especially in like the barbed fields, I think is what it's called. Rocks like to pick off people when they're traveling through those fields. So yeah, you know what a rock is. So does Lindak. So does gravel, roughly.
So it was heading off towards like Silberquell Ridge. You said southeast.
Yeah, it's going so around that area. Yeah.
Okay.
Just picks up this cow and just flies away, and you can hear the cow going "Rrrr," as it's getting through the air, and that wakes Lindak up. They're really loud moving and squawking, and Lindak, you wake up, but whatever it was is long gone now.
It was a rock bird.
It was a rock.
R-O-C.
I think you might be muted.
You're muted.
Did that get rid of my exhaustion?
It did,
I feel great, guys.
but now when the rest of the party need a long rest, you can't have one.
That's fine.
Well, I could
You could.
He could stay
I
up
could
and
lead
watch.
the horse if
He's
you
got-
guys
he's
want
got
to
all
sleep
the-
in the.
Yeah. He's
But-
got all the watches. It's good.
But
I can stay up.
yeah, Lindak, you're jolted awake. Chaucer is still snoring beside you in the back of this cart.
Phew, stinks in here though.
There is
That
some fresh
pig.
dookie from Chaucer in the back of the cart.
Yeah. Gravel's got a shovel. He's just gonna hook.
Strength check.
Oh jeez, it's that dense, huh? All right.
A lot of
Oh, it's
starch.
like that, is it?
That's a
That's
that's
a
a,
lot of poo-poo.
that's a dense boy. Strength check.
All the potatoes.
That's an 8.
An 8.
It's too much for me, guys.
You can't lift it.
Yeah.
I pretend not to see him struggle.
I do too. You know, because
Lindak's right there, so Lindak will actually probably help him.
All right. You can scoop all the pig poo off the back of the cart. And the sun finally kind of sets on the horizon. You see
Okay,
more
let's-
carts pulling off the road to set up their camp for the night.
Do we want to do a camp?
Yeah.
I suppose so.
We only have a few more hours of travel.
Yeah.
So
24
just
plus 6. You guys have traveled for 16 hours, so you have 14 left to go.
It's still another night.
I'd feel a lot better if we got some sleep, but yeah.
I know, yeah, some of us are looking a little
Lindak
tired.
Lindak can watch the whole
Yeah,
watch because he doesn't need to sleep.
I've already slept. My hours are just going to be opposite of yours until I straighten them out, I guess.
Right.
Let's find another caravan maybe to be friendly with.
Most of
prefer
the
not
most of the,
to.
most of the caravan has actually pulled off the road, and they're setting up their camp for the evening.
Should we pick one and go visit with them?
I'd prefer not to. Especially if someone's looking for Tau.
Mhm.
Don't want to interact with too many people.
Let's do an earshot range though. If something happens to us, others would hear.
I'm
Yeah,
close
alright,
enough that
like,
we could, yeah.
Like about 60 feet away or so.
Oh, I was thinking more than that, like 100.
Oh, that's great.
Sounds good.
Yep. So, like essentially the furthest one, he'll go about 100 more feet. And go.
Okay. So you
He's gonna
pass.
try to go evenly with them too.
All right. So you pass this like group of like halflings who are like playing music and making stew, and they wave as you pass. Have a wonderful trip.
We'll be right over here.
Oh, okay. Feel free to come over. We have lots of meat and ale.
Ah, thank you.
And pork. And rabbit.
Do we have to pay for it?
No, of course not. This is communal.
Okay, I'll be over in a minute.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh no. You're
And
gonna
you
eat these
hear the
halflings out of
sound-
house and home.
You hear the sound of a rabbit bleeding as one of these halflings just beats its head off a log. Just, food's fresh!
That's pretty fresh.
Right.
You pull about 100 feet ahead of this group of halflings and you start setting up your camp. Are you putting the tent up, Lindak?
Yes, I will put up the tent.
So you guys see Lindak unfurl this massive 6-person tent covered in
Oh,
white...
it's 6-person now.
Yeah, it's a
No,
6-person.
it's a large 4-person.
It's a large 4-person tent, but it can fit up to 6 people.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's
So
what
it's
he
a
said.
6-person tent.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's this massive kind of circular tent, draped and covered in this white, thick, shaggy yak hide.
Get your
Nice.
yes.
Hey,
So,
uh,
takes
yeah,
a little
gravel.
while, but I get her set up.
Yeah, Lindak, that looks great. How much did that cost?
Never mind. It's okay. I got her.
Okay, I'm going to eat. And he's gonna towing Umbra with him. He's
Okay.
gonna make his
So
way.
the
Have a good time.
The halfling camp has set up torches, and since you don't have dark vision, it's easy to find them.
Making his way over there.
Okay. They're all
He'll
sitting,
grab one of his meads,
Okay.
like his honey meads, as a gift.
Okay. They're all sitting around the campfire. They're eating. They're like now like one of the halflings is like is cleaning the rabbit. He's like cutting it open, pulling out all the entrails, and tossing the entrails in like the nearby forest. Just. Oh, there is no nearby forest. Sorry, it's an open plain. So he's actually throwing the entrails in the fire, and they're just burning at the bottom of the fire. And he's like skidding the rabbit, and he tosses the skin in the fire as well with all the hair attached to it, and just puts a stick through the rabbit, starts roasting it on a spit, and he's like, "Hello."
Oh, hello. He's gonna like tie Umbra to something.
Nice
I
horse.
don't know. Is there like a I don't know. Is there like a post or something? Like
Yeah, yeah. They have like little donkeys and mules kind of tied up.
perfect with them. with
Nice
them.
horse.
Thanks. His name's Umbra.
Oh, I'm Russell.
I'm Enoch.
Enoch, you're a Goliath.
That is very perceptive.
Thank you.
Halfling.
Thank you. I actually saw a band of Goliath the other day on the road when I was making my way to the Amber Crossroads.
From where? From where?
Points to the Cerberus Mountains in the distance.
Which way were you coming from?
Oh, well, I was coming from Eurosa. It's a settlement to the west of the Amber Crossroads, but I'm heading to Rexxentrum to just buy some supplies and stuff. Visit my nephew at the Soltris Academy. And then we're all back to Eurosa to play a little show at the one of the taverns there. You actually see we are a traveling band of, well, musicians. And he gestures to the other halflings sitting on the logs, and you get the sense, hey, this is probably the band that was playing at the Amber Crossroads.
The one that was too drunk.
Yeah,
Right. Oh,
and they still appear kind of drunk.
well, that's exciting.
Thank you. You're
Back
excited.
to the
You have
yes.
big muscles.
He kind of flexes a little bit. The Goliath. So you said that they were traveling away from back to the Sirius Mountains.
They were traveling back to the mountains, actually. They're passing through Eurosa when I left.
Did they have anything noteworthy?
No.
Oh, good. All right. Well, can I just?
Oh, no, wait.
I brought you some mead. He's
Oh,
gonna hand them to
actually,
Otto.
thank you. But I think they were in Eurosa actually buying funeral flowers. That's right, funeral flowers.
Oh. All right. That's-
Apparently they're mourning one of their own who died.
Oh.
a while ago.
He's gonna kind of just sit down at this point. All right. Thank you for letting me know that.
You're welcome. And this halfling leans over and breaks one of the legs off the rabbit and hands it to you. Oh wait,
Thank
do you want
you.
something bigger?
I don't want to eat all of your.
Oh, we have lots. We
Fine
just butchered 2 of the animals we bought at the market.
Well, I am not going to say no.
I imagine Enoch could just grab that rabbit by the head and
It
then
just-
just go.
It's just a clean.
Hands
The
you
bones.
this massive turkey leg.
Perfect. I'm a musician too, by the way.
Oh, what do you play? I play bagpipes.
Oh, the drums. The
Oh.
drum.
That's fun.
It can be. I made a lot of money at the crossroads.
Oh, were you performing? We made some money as well. But then, sort of, the last night, we heard some other people playing music and it took away most of our business.
That's very unfortunate.
It is.
That honey meat is very, very good. You should definitely try some.
Oh, and he swigs some of the honey mead. That's
No,
very
more,
good.
More.
Oh, okay.
Tips. Get back.
Unconscious.
It's actually not alcoholic anymore.
Oh, the meat is. The meat
No,
is.
the meat is. I was.
Oh, the
far-
meat is?
I
Oh.
was far enough away. So.
He falls backwards off his log unconscious. The other halflings go, well, he can't handle his liquor, but I can. And this one's like big. He looks like a barrel with muscles. Long braided orange beard, and it's also a halfling. And he's like, you got any more of that?
No.
Oh. You want to
Sorry, I
try
brought
what? Do you
one.
want to try what I have?
Yeah.
Ah, and he wanders over, sits beside you, kind of pushes his buddy's legs off the log, and he pulls out this, like a big green leaf, and he unfurls it, and there's like a purple powder on the leaf.
That doesn't look like alcohol.
Oh, it's not, it's a drug. But, if you want alcohol, and he pulls out a bottle, a clear bottle, with black liquid.
Purple powder's looking better.
What?
The purple powder looks better.
This is really good too. I make it myself. I ferment plums.
Oh, it's plum. All right, I'll.
What do you
I
think
can
it
try
was?
I don't know. It's black liquid. I don't know.
He pops the cork, and the smell of alcohol is like overwhelming. It actually burns your nostrils. I don't think I've got the distilling process down right. It's very powerful.
I could have one glass. I'm gonna finish this turkey leg. I'm gonna give you. Reaches into his pouch and he grabs a handful, 5 gold. Just kind of sets it on his lap for your troubles and your companionship.
That's a lot of
And then
gold.
after- Yes.
He pours you a glass.
Mhm.
It doesn't smell like plums at all. It just smells like alcohol. So, who you traveling with? Are those people over there your friends?
Yep. There's my friend Lockvin,
Who?
Daclin,
Lockvin?
Daclin,
Daclin?
Dratalin.
And you're Enoch.
Yes.
He kind of laughs a little bit. Enjoy the wine. It's really good, actually.
Okay.
We drink a lot of it. We drank most of it at the festival or at the Carnival of Coin. That's probably why our music started sounding so shit.
He'll down it. Or like take some.
It burns. Constitution saving throw to see if you become drunk immediately.
Oh, saving throw. That's
It's basically a Bacardi 151 without the taste.
oh, God, 14.
14. You feel a little woozy, but you're not drunk. You feel
Ooh.
more ill than anything.
Okay. I don't think I can finish this.
Oh, that's fine. Here. He reaches for the bottle.
Yeah,
And he corks it again and puts it back in his bag.
all right. Well, it was very nice to meet you and your friends.
Oh, thank you. My name
Oh, right.
is Geef. Geif. Some people call me Jeff. He points to the unconscious halfling. That's Edgar. Wait to say no, it's Russell. Edgar. Oh, he looks back behind him. You see another. You see the third and final halfling kind of stewing in the pot. Yes, I'm Edgar. That's Russell.
Geef, Russell, Edward,
Edgar.
Edgar. Well, you are some fine, dapper gentlemen. Bid you good night. Thank you for the turkey leg.
You're
Enjoy the
welcome.
roll. And he's gonna get Umbra and make its way back.
Why did you give him our wine? That's our wine. And you kind of just wander off back to your campsite.
He's gonna crash. Probably with
Okay.
the turkey leg still like in his mouth.
Okay. You guys see. Actually, I think everyone else is sleeping. So
Lindak's up, or Lindak's up.
Yep. you see Enoch wander over, and he kind of just passes out.
Yeah, I just watched.
You can see in the distance.
What?
You can see those halflings. They're like trying to like pick. They lift up an unconscious one. They shove him in a tent, and they go back to like both the remaining two halflings of the three go back to like stewing a pot of just meat. And they're about like 100 feet away or so.
And I think that when Enoch pointed this out, he said there was another group on the other side about the same distance away. What do they?
No, just these halflings.
Nope, just this one group. Okay.
Yep.
So basically, Lindak's just sitting there with his back to the fire and looking out and looking around and watching.
Perception check, please. And you have dark vision, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
18 plus 4, 22.
22. So again, there isn't a lot of forested areas here. It's mostly just these rolling plains. But part of these plains cross a small stream, and that's about kind of back to what you came from, kind of near where these halflings are set up. And there's something floating in the water.
How far away is it?
75 feet.
Okay.
Kind of near the halfling campsite, and you can hear them still bickering about the stew and their drunk friend, and how one of them's mad at them giving Enoch some plum wine.
Okay, yeah, I'm kind of listening to this sort of, but I'm also watching very carefully because I know that Talindra's has people after her now, so I'm watching. But Lindak will get up and walk towards the stream to check out what's in the water.
Are you doing this quietly?
No, just
Okay.
getting up and walking over.
Okay, so you're walking over, and one of the halflings just goes, "Oh, hello!" and waves at you. One of the two remaining conscious ones.
Hey,
Are you with what's his name? What do you say his name was? Enoch. Oh, right. Are you with Enoch?
well, yeah, he's back here. Yep.
Which one are you? What do you say his name was? Lintel? Daclin? What was the other one he said? I don't remember.
Lockvin.
Vauclin? Are you Vauclin or Daclin or Lintel?
I'm Lintel.
Can I roll
Oh, you're not
We're
anywhere
all
near this.
sleeping.
Intelligence
We're all sleeping still.
check to see if I would recognize what those are?
You
Because
can probably
I know what they are.
recognize them. Yeah.
Okay, I would be
Daclin.
Daclin.
Oh, you're Daclin. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
All right, and he goes back to stewing the meat.
And I keep on towards the creek.
Okay. You get closer to the creek, and there's kind of blood smeared on the side of the bridge a little bit. It looks like someone tried to to wipe it off, and there are 3 bodies floating face down in the stream. And you're still about a good 15 feet away from the bodies, so you can't really make out any features because they are floating face down.
Okay. Can I call over to the halfling? Hey, have you seen this? Do you know what this is about?
No reply.
From 15 feet away, can I recognize? Do I recognize?
They're
any
floating.
of them?
They're floating face down.
Face down.
You just see traveling.
Do I
cloaks.
recognize halfling cloaks?
You do.
I see. Oh boy. Okay, Lindak would walk up a little closer and
Okay, yeah. 3 halflings floating face down in the river.
do I have anything I could... Can I reach them without actually getting in the river?
Yeah.
All right, can I pull one of them and turn them over?
Yeah, looks like the one that was just talking to you. Throat slit.
Look like he's been dead for a while.
Give me a medicine check.
10.
12 hours or so.
Okay, so they've been dead for a little while.
Yeah.
He's going to turn around and he's going to go back to camp.
Okay, so you look up at the... So as you're walking, those halflings aren't anywhere in the campsite.
I can't see them anymore.
Nope.
All right, I'm going to pull out my long sword and I am going to proceed to camp at ready.
Okay. Everyone else is sleeping. So Gravel, Talindra, and Enoch are all passed out. You make your way back to the camp. You just see your friends and the horses and Chaucer all sleeping.
Well, they're in the tent, right?
That's right. They are in the tent.
My
Sure.
friends?
Yep.
You guys are all in the tent, right?
They are.
I assume.
Unless
gonna
we're
go
also
back.
floating in the river.
Yeah, that was actually
Okay, I'm going to go back to camp, and actually, I'm going to bang on the door or whatever.
There's no door. It's like
thing,
it's
I'm going to
like
flap.
yeah, it's a flap. There is no door or
Okay,
anything.
I'm going to kind of open the flap
Yeah,
and
all
keep
three
my
of them.
eye,
All 3 of them are sleeping
out.
in there.
keep my eye out and around, not looking in.
However,
I'm just going to say,
when you look in, there's blood trickling out of Enoch's nose and mouth. Enoch, because you failed the con save, 12 points of poison damage. But you're still unconscious, sleeping.
I'm going to yell.
All right, you yell.
And
Everybody wakes
whoever
up.
answers. So Gravel and Talindra.
And Enoch, all 3 of them wake up. They're all in the tent. Enoch, you guys look and you see blood oozing out of Enoch's nose and mouth. And Enoch, you feel like shit. You are currently poisoned.
Lay on hand.
Okay.
Guys, there's something weird going on out here.
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on?
Something about them halflings. I just found the actual dead halflings in the creek over there under the bridge.
What?
Yeah,
Get Jeef and Russell.
did you
and...
take some of their stuff? Eat any of their food?
Well,
Anything
yeah.
like that? Because you're...
Yeah.
Look out. Just, you guys, the ones that were in camp have disappeared. So I'm just watching around,
Mm-hmm.
not in the tent.
Yeah,
Perception
Gravel's
check.
gonna poke his. Yeah, Gravel's gonna poke his head
Perception
out
checks.
too. All right.
Soft 20.
Okay. You don't see
It's a
anything.
no. It's a no for me.
Neither of you see anything.
I'm still going to be on the ready.
He's gonna close his eyes and grab his holy symbol, and he's gonna try to divine sense.
Yeah, nothing.
60-foot radius.
No,
All right.
nothing.
See these
Well-
bodies?
I need to go inspect the tent or their area.
Yeah.
Don't be by yourself. They're out there. They're watching us. They have to be. They're somewhere, whatever they are.
Where did you see these bodies?
Well, I point to where the creek is. I've seen it from here. So
Yeah,
All right, let's
Points
go.
to a little stone bridge you had to cross across this little stream. Who's all going to investigate the bodies?
Enoch's gonna grab a torch and run it through the fire
Okay.
so that he has something.
I'll go unless people want someone to stay with the stuff.
I'll take them over and
No,
show them.
actually,
I
he'll
guess
light
we're
his-
all going.
He'll light his hooded lantern. I forgot that I had those. He'll light his
Okay.
hooded lantern.
So
And
who's
keep
all
it
going to the
attached to
creek?
his
Who's all
head.
going to the stream, and who's all staying at the campsite?
I'll stay at the
Gravel's
campsite.
Okay, so 2 and 2. So Linda and Gravel, you two make your way towards the stream, and yeah, you can see 3 halflings floating. Well, 2 halflings now floating face down in the water. One kind of pulled up on shore, throat slit, deep.
Yeah, Gravel's gonna bring them all up, and then have a look.
Yeah, they've all had their throat slit relatively deep down to the bone.
Ugh.
Yeah. I guess he's going to see if he can learn anything else by what they're wearing.
You don't learn
the-
anything. These are just they're traveling halflings. They aren't they don't look important in any way whatsoever.
Right. Well, like signs of a struggle, whether there's anything left that they
Medicine
might have
check.
grabbed onto. Okay. $12.
No sign of struggle. It looks like it
Okay.
happened when they were unaware.
Okay.
Nothing doesn't look like anything was taken.
All right. He's going to, because this is a pretty good opportunity. He's going to study the way that one of them looks. The one that got drunk too fast. That was, or he wouldn't know that, but
Nope.
meta wise, I'm telling you, it's the one that he's looking at, the one that got drunk too fast.
But how would you know it's the one that got drunk too fast? So why are you choosing
No,
this one?
I'm saying
I understand.
meta-wise-
I'm just asking why you're choosing this one.
Because it's not the barrel-bodied one. I don't
Okay,
know.
all right.
I'm just going for something.
Okay.
That was just the only other one you mentioned. So.
Russell.
Okay, Russell. Yeah, he's going to study the way that guy looks and
Okay.
keep it in his back pocket for another alias. And pretty much say to Linda, "Oh yeah, you weren't joking." And we're. Would Gravel have seen the bridge?
Yeah, you guys crossed over it, coming
Oh,
to your campsite.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, don't know what to do about this.
At this point, another caravan starts to come rolling down the road, and they can see you standing by the river. Oh, everything okay down there? And it's like a human, kind of slicked back brown hair, and he's carrying a bunch of like, just like trinkets in the back of his cart. Everything okay down there?
No.
Lose something in the water?
No.
You need
That
help?
thing's, there's nothing that you can help with, but there is trouble on the roads.
Oh, there's always trouble on the roads near the Ambo Crossroads.
Can I ask what you're doing on the road this late?
Traveling, actually. Headed to
Oh.
Rexxentrum, because that's where I live.
Be careful.
Yeah, that doesn't sound ominous or threatening at all.
No, I'm just saying. We got a couple of dead guys right here.
Oh, you do.
We just found them in the river. In the creek or whatever.
Persuasion check.
Alright.
because he looks very on edge.
12.
Oh, all right. Well, if you don't mind if I keep going, I don't really want to hang around with dead bodies.
Yeah, I mean, again, just saying.
Oh boy. I wonder if it's those bandits. And he just keeps. His horse starts pulling his wagon back down the road.
Are you up for keeping watch the rest of the night, or you not? I mean, this is kind of up to you, Lindak.
Oh,
Yeah, but
actually, Gravel, how in depth are you investigating these bodies? Would you say?
I've been trying to like get anything I can off of them, you know, any type of
Um,
information. Like I've been going through the gamut of like what I can get from them.
Investigation check.
Okay. 12. Wow, 3 12s in a row.
As we're looking over the bodies and trying to specifically examining the ones whose identity you want to steal, essentially. There's a piece of parchment rolled into like a tube shape and actually shoved into the esophagus of this halfling through the throat slit. That's where the paper was like shoved through into the throat.
That's gruesome. No,
didn't see
Kinda-
that.
pull it out.
Okay.
You ever seen anything like this, Linda?
You have
No.
So you pull the parchment out, and it's written in 2 languages. Do you know Undercommon? I believe
Yes.
you do, because one is written in Undercommon, other is written in Common, and they're both the same sentence.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can speak Undercommon.
And it says, "We know you travel with one of our own. We will not relent."
You
We
know
hope-
anything about this?
We hope you enjoy our work.
He's gonna show Lindak the one in Common.
Sorry, I missed the first half of it. What did it say?
We know
they
you travel.
they
with
know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know that we travel with one of their own. Do you know what any of this means?
Being where I'm from and with my background,
Nope.
would I know of these guys
Nope.
at all? I suspect it has something to do with Tal, but I really have no idea.
All right, we better get back.
Yeah. Is Talindra with us?
I stay
No,
back.
she's back at the campsite
She's
with
stayed at
Enoch.
camp. Yeah, okay. We have to get back.
All right, let's go.
All right, Enoch and Tilinder, you're at the campsite. What are you doing?
He's gonna put the hooded lantern on the edge of the cart
Okay.
so that it gives like a bigger casting area there. And he is going to take point essentially in front of Talindra.
Okay.
So
Tilinder, are you doing anything?
I'm assuming because I only have the 4-hour meditation that I'm probably awake at this point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's a little bit private, so I'll take out my violin and do my daily scales.
Okay.
As I'm waiting.
Gravel and Lindeck, you both make your way back to the campsite.
wait. And he points his morning star at Gravel.
No, what's up?
Tell me something only Gravel would know.
You're shit at counting.
All right.
But I love you, buddy.
Sus.
All right.
It's good enough.
So we Yeah, it's not. It's pretty gruesome. We found this on him, and he's gonna show both of them the letters.
Oh,
I don't know why they're taking their time.
Yeah, I just read it and look very grave and hand it back.
Enoch looks like he's reading it over your shoulder. And he's nodding.
Mm. And Gravel will just read it out loud for so Enoch knows.
There we go.
Okay.
You have a lot of explaining to do, and he like turns and looks at Tal.
Gravel is going back and forth between Lindak and Tal because both of them seem to drop the ball on something.
Yeah. But first, I'm gonna sleep some more.
Oh.
And he's gonna crawl back into the tent.
I thought we were having this. Okay.
Nah,
Discuss it later if you like.
You fill me in.
Yeah, I don't know if I can sleep. Yeah, it seems like these guys are probably killed in their sleep.
Yeah.
So we definitely have to keep an eye out. And without something to put your back up against, I mean, you'll drive yourself nuts in this darkness.
Yeah. So, Enoch needs to complete his.
Y'all are trying to figure out sleeping arrangements and traveling on the road.
Yes. So I believe you said before that I'd already finished my long rest.
Yeah, you've already would have finished your trance. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
then
just
only-
Gravel and Enoch that still need to sleep more.
Correct.
Alright, so we'll just finish up our long rests and hit the road. We'll just sleep in the cart.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like a plan.
Okay, well, Lindak breaks down the tent then.
Okay.
Throws it in the cart.
All right. You spend time breaking down the tent, breaking down the campsite. Eventually, the sun does start to rise again.
And we're off?
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
Lindak's going to leave Varga tied to the back, and he's going to be leading the horse.
Okay. So for
Let's
the
just-
sake of time and everything, since the next game starts in 15 minutes or so, and the technical difficulty fuck things up. Again, you guys are not super far out of Rexxentrum, but as you guys spend the day resting, taking turns resting, recuperating, Enoch especially after getting poisoned, before you lie the massive outer walls of the capital city of Rexxentrum. And as you arrive at Rexxentrum and begin to pass through the gates, that's where we're going to end the session. But also, as you reach Rexxentrum, everyone levels up to level 5.
Ooh.
Awesome.
So we're going to do that on stream. So everyone will roll their level up hit dice on stream. So Enoch first.
Okay.
Roll your hit dice, please, for your level up. Reroll ones.
What am I going into? That's a good question.
Yeah, are you going into fighter or paladin?
Paladin.
You want to snag your oath?
Yeah, do I want to get an oath or do I want to go ahead and get that? I'm going to go ahead and do fighter. I'm going to go.
All right, roll your hit dice.
Level 1 fighter, yeah.
Roll
so
your
that is
fighter
a-
hit dice, which is the same as paladin hit dice anyway, I believe.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it is. So D10.
I rolled a 3 on my hit dice. I freaking
Oh,
hate
fun.
rolling for hit. I hate rolling for hit.
Yeah, hit dice are usually head over to me. Okay, D10. Rolling
I also
that.
rolled a 3.
Yeah.
Oh my god! There's no way. I rolled a 3 as well.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I
Party
rolled a
of squish.
4.
The party of
Oh,
swords.
All right,
Squish.
Talindra. D8.
I rolled a 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
But then it's adding my con as well.
nope, you just roll. D&D Beyond does it all for you. So you just. Add
Oh, you
the
just roll straight.
Yeah, you just add the 4 into your. Whatever you rolled, you add into your total hit points on D&D Beyond. It already calculates everything for you.
Okay.
What subclass of fighter is Enoch taking?
Nice.
I guess we'll figure that out.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Over the course of the week. So, good night, everybody. We'll see you back here in 15 minutes for episode 74 of Beneath the Tide. So, good night, everybody. Level 5. Took 10 sessions to get to level 5. So,
I know.
bye bye.
Bye bye.